Did you know the warden's real name is in fact William, and if you give her a panda a cake, it will eat it? And here is 119 facts about Minecraft that you will not know, and I tell you now, you will not know fact 104. So let's get on with fact number 1. You can breed almost every friendly mob, but the ones in the achievement, which is kind of ironic. In Minecraft, it takes 3 whole hours to complete a full moon cycle. To get early game lingering potions, you just need to find a creeper, splash the creeper with a potion, and let it explode. You can name an axolotl without a name tag by picking it up in a bucket and renaming them in an anvil. Any mob can ride a minecart, which is kind of funny, including a giant. Villagers can wear armor, but the only ones that are visible that you can see are any heads or skulls. If a baby panda was to sneeze, they have a 0.1% chance of dropping a slime ball. Items will take 5 minutes or 6,000 in-game ticks to despawn. Unless you're near lava, then that's 0. Both iron and snow golems are immune to fall damage. If a mob holds a totem of undying, it will use it. Diamond swords and wooden axes have the same attack damage of 7. Prismarine blocks have a slow texture change from blue to green, which takes 5 minutes and 30 seconds, which is a total of 22 times. A Vulcus will change blue sheeps to red, which is a reference to the Age of Empires. When invisible, the pig will show its saddle, but the horse will be completely invisible. The only place to find reinforced deep slate is in the ancient city, found here. In the ancient city, underneath the mouth structure, you will find several redstone tutorials. Placing a firework rocket under an amethyst will create this noise. Golden ore is the only ore that if his pickaxe was to mine it, it will not drop an item. Summoning a withered skeleton with a bow will fire flame arrows. Hey you, pause this video right now and remember to like, otherwise his netherite pickaxe is going to go straight into the lava. Only 2 wooden blocks that are not flammable are a loom and crafting table, but these can be used for fuel though. If a skeleton was to get stuck in powdered snow, it will turn into a stray. The only way to get frog lights in Minecraft is for a frog to eat a baby magma slime. There are only 6 mobs that you can pick up in a bucket, which is pufferfishes, salmon, cod, tadpoles, axolotls and tropical fish. Parrots will do a special dance to music from a jukebox. Because zombies are undead, a potion of healing harms them. The hardest item in Minecraft to fish for is 10 ink sacks, and it has a 1 in 1,000 chance. Disc 11 will play for exactly 1 minute and 11 seconds. Lava spreads twice as fast in the nether compared to the overworld. If a mushroom was to be struck by lightning, it will turn into a brown mushroom. There's a transparent line within the honey block, and you can shoot through it. Staring an enderman in the eyes will cause an enderman not to attack you. If you was to remove a pillager's crossbow, they will turn into a non-hostile mob and no longer attack you. Throwing a visibility potion at a shulker will show its face. In Bedrock Edition, breaking an ender chest with your hand will drop 8 pieces of obsidian. Drowns have a 10% chance of dropping a copper ingot. Diamonds and turtle eggs have the same shape, which is kind of weird. Before beds, crying obsidian was originally going to be used for respawn points. In Bedrock Edition, you can change the colour of wolves with commands. If you give a panda a cake, it will eat it. Alex can carry up to a stack of items at one time. Mining obsidian with your hand underwater will take 21 minutes. The quickest way to mine quartz ore is to use a golden pickaxe. There is a secret unused mob called the Illusioner and can be only summoned by commands. You can make waypoints on the map by using banners and right-clicking it with the map. If you give a fire expect sword to a fox, it will use it. Naming a Vindicator Johnny will cause it to attack everything in its path. One day in Minecraft is 20 minutes long. You can see the wolf's health by the height of the tail. The noise of a ghast is actually a cat sleeping but slowed down. In Java Edition, if you place a trapdoor above you and close it, it will cause the player to do a swimming animation and it will make you 1 block tall. If you put a husk into water, it will become a normal zombie. If you have an inventory full of 37 shulker boxes that are also full, this will add up to a total of 63,936 items. Ender pearls and snowballs have the same projectile distance, so you can use a snowball first to know where you want to land before you fall into the void. During development, there was going to be a texture change on barrels, so if you fill it up with fish, it will look like this. Bats are the only mob that will not break turtle eggs when touching them. If you play during Halloween during the night, mobs will spawn with jack-o'-lanterns on them. Blue axolotl is the only colour that isn't real, but in fact based off a Reddit post suggesting to add mudkip as an Easter egg. The Ender Dragon's real name is actually Gene. The original name for terracotta is hardened clay, and despite the name change, the idea in Bedrock to summon it in is still hardened clay. In Bedrock Edition, you can name boats in the anvil. Striders were originally going to be like a fish-like mob, as prior to 20W15A, there was actually a fin. Woodley Mansion's the only place where diamond blocks will spawn naturally, with a rare chance of 2 spawning in the lava room and the obsidian room. The dial on the clock will spin rapidly to find the time when the time is altered in the commands. You could change the colour of the beacon beam by using stained glass. Zombies will drop the most amount of items out of any mob in the game. They drop rotten flesh, carrots, potatoes, baked potatoes, shovels, swords and chest plates. If you name the rabbit the Killer Bunny, it will try to kill you and is a reference to the Monty Python the Holy Grail. In Bedrock Edition, chests in inventory are shown to be a full block but not when placed, and this goes for ender chests and trap chests. A chest full of 64 stacked rails will produce 1,728 meters of length. Fishing when it's raining increases the speed of catching by 20%. Breaking reinforced deep slate with your fist will take 1 minute and 22 seconds. Warm frogs are based on the grey foam nest tree frog from Africa. These are the 3 original texture ideas for mud, and they settle on this one that we see today. An untamed wolf will die instantly from a warden hit, but a tamed wolf will take 2 times. Placing mud underwater will cause you to run instead of swimming. The warden's real name is in fact William. In Bedrock Edition, when given the bad omen effect, it will appear on the screen the same as the totem of undying. Pressing F3 and H will show the durability of an item. The golden pickaxe will give you the best enchantments out of any pickaxe when using the enchantment table. Mining a melon with a fortune pickaxe will drop up to 9 slices of melon. Landing on berries will not give the player full damage. In Bedrock Edition, withers are even tougher than the ones in Java, as they have double the health for 300 hearts. Cocoa beans have a blast resistance of 3, which is higher than concrete, which is 1.8. Holding down Q will spray the items faster than tapping Q. Glazed terracotta can be pushed but not pulled by a sticky piston. Did you know you can use blackstone to repair stone tools? The original name for deep slate was grimstone. The ocean monuments are so large that they have over 6,000 prismarine blocks and roughly 100 sea lanterns. If you name a block that has a GUI in an anvil, it will show up when you open the block. Cave spiders are in fact smaller than normal spiders. The wither's real name is in fact Simmons. If you hold a sword with lutein in your offhand and was to shoot an arrow, it will apply the effect to the bow. If you smelt a wet sponge in a furnace, it will fill up the bucket with water. Using hay blocks will greatly reduce the player's fall damage. There is a 0.01% chance of Minecraft displaying instead of Minecraft. There is only one non-naturally spawning horse, which is the zombie horse. Naming a mob Dinnerbone or Grum will cause the mob to flip upside down. In Java, if you do F3 and escape, it will cause the game to be paused. By clicking a dyed shulker box in a cauldron, resets its texture. The rarest block in the Nether is in fact gilded blackstone. Naming a sheep Jeb underscore will cause the wool to cycle through its colours. Creating a map in the Nether will create a weird looking texture. Copper struck by lightning will deoxidize. When you have the blindness effect, you cannot sprint in the game. The rarest mob in Minecraft is a baby villager on a chicken. The only way to get this in-game is by curing the baby zombie villager with a weakness and golden apples. Hey you, pause this video right now and subscribe, otherwise I'm going to leave all these trees floating. So, what are you waiting for? A creeper that is struck by lightning will turn into a charged creeper. Naming a rabbit Toast will change the texture of the rabbit's skin. Geodes only have a 5% chance spawning in naturally with a full circle. There are 2,700 types of tropical fish you can get in the game. If you shear a snow golem, it will show a face underneath. The only mob that withers will not attack is in fact a ghask. Did you know 5% of skeletons are left-handed? You can change the texture of a llama by using different colour carpets. Zombified hoglins in the overworld will attack every single mob it sees. Using spectator mode and right-clicking on certain mobs will be able to see how they would view the world. Now that mud is added to the game, it's even easier to get clay, as clay is renewable, as all you need to do is put water on dirt that makes mud. Mud using dripstone underneath will turn mud to clay, and clay can be useful to make concrete, terracotta and bricks. In Java, you can remove all chat messages on your screen by using F3 and D. If lightning was to strike a turtle, it will die and leave a bowl. During a full moon, invisible spiders will spawn, and you can only see their eyes. And finally, for fact 119, the total number of unique banners is approximately 2.3 times 10 to 16, or 23 quadrillion ways of crafting banners. If you did enjoy this video, tell me which facts you didn't know. And remember to subscribe. And hey, it's been your boy ShvrkBait. I'll see you in the next video. YouTube said you'll like this video, so give it a watch.